What's up, guys? Chris here, the Unprofessional Dad, and I'm back with another knife video. And today I've got a knife video that I think a lot of you will really like. I'm really excited to do this knife video because I'm going to be reviewing a knife that I'm not familiar with. Now, I'm familiar with the brand, but the style of knife that this is, the type of knife, I'm not familiar with. I know that there are several out there, and you'll see what I mean in a second. You know, since I've started getting these blessings and having the opportunity to review these different knives sent in by these different brands, it's been a whirlwind. It really has. It's been crazy. It's been a huge privilege, a responsibility, and I'm just so grateful and thankful. But one thing that I keep hearing is that people really like budget knives. They like seeing the premium knives. They like seeing the more expensive options and stuff. But at the end of the day, a large portion, if not the majority of knife owners, buyers, users, collectors, really focus more on the budget knives than they do the premiums, just because they're just more affordable at the end of the day. And one brand that is absolutely fantastic when it comes to budget knives is Olitans. Now, Olitans has sent me a few other knives in the past. I've gotten to do reviews on those. I've also given away several Olitans. I've heard comments from people before I started doing Olitan reviews that people really like them. Several people talked about, yeah, I had this Olitans in my collection, or I used that Olitans, or I'm carrying this one today. And I always heard good things. And once I started reviewing them, everything that I saw was exactly on par with what I was hearing. Olitans is an absolute great company because they give you the highest. You look at these more expensive knives and you really, sometimes you ask, why is this knife so much? Or you'll see more budget options and you'll be like, why is this knife so affordable? It should be way more. Sometimes you don't understand. But at the end of the day, sometimes a knife value has several factors. Is it American made? Is it premium materials? Is it a really well-known knife designer? Is there a stamp or brand tax that goes with it because of the brand that it comes in? All of those things can lead to a higher price. When you take those away, you're just left with the knife. And sometimes when you take those away, the knife is a great knife, regardless of what brand it is or where it's made. Olitans knives are exactly like that. They're budget knives, but let me tell you, when you get them in your hands, you feel them, you use them, you experience them, you see that there's a lot of value in their affordable budget knives. And I've been grateful for their opportunities to review their knives. And I've given several away, and people really seem to like them. So I appreciate what they do. I really do. And when you look online at their catalog of knives, they've got some really good ones. The fixed blade, they've got titanium versions. They've got just EDC knives galore. The one that I'm going to review today is a pretty cool one that I'm excited to review, and it's the GO56. Now, this comes in 3 different colors: black, orange, and OD green. I'm going to check this out and see what they sent me. But this is a little different. And if you know anything about this knife, then you'll understand. If not, wait till you see this, because this ain't no ordinary knife. I'm really excited to check this out. Really excited to check this thing out. This is going to be pretty daggone awesome, if I do say so myself. I'm excited for this. Okay, now this is pretty cool. Now, I did know that it was going to come in this. This actually comes in a burrito roll, a denim burrito roll. Now, it doesn't matter what color you get, whether it's the black, the OD green, or the orange, they all come in the same denim burrito roll. This is cool. I've got several of these, and these are really cool. Now, it does have a detachable patch, Olitans. I will take that off and use it on a bag or something to show my support. Since they support me, I will use that and support them on one of my bags. Open this up. You get a owner's manual like little booklet here, and you get, of course, a microfiber cloth that says Olitans on it. And this is what you get inside. Now, you can obviously hold several knives. You got 2 rows, and you can hold some tools here or ink pens, whatever. That's pretty cool. It's typical knife burrito roll. So those are always handy. These things aren't the most expensive things in the world, but they're really, really super handy, and I like them. The knife is what we're after, though. Let's check this thing out. I like the weight immediately. I haven't even got it out of the daggone baggie yet. Okay, come on now, Chris. Get this thing out of the baggie. This is the Olitans GO56. Oh yeah, great action. Oh, very good action. Very fidgety, great action. I like the weight. I like the ergonomics, fantastic. Jimping, that's aggressive jimping right there. I like that. And man, those thumb studs are more like thumb barrels. Look how big those are. That's a lot of traction. This is sweet. I'm telling you, Olitans really does. I'm not just saying this because I'm reviewing their knives. I've reviewed several, and they're really good knives. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money to get a good knife anymore. This right here is a classic example. Man, this is nice. Beautiful stonewash blade. Now I'm going to switch the view here in just a second for you guys. I just wanted you to experience this first impression with me. This is sweet. Man, this is a good daggone knife. I like this a lot. But here, there's something here. If you will notice, there's a couple things in there right now. You know what those are? Those are blades. This is a knife that gives you 3 knives in one. The blades are all 14C, 28N. You get the drop point, the tanto, and the sheep's foot. Let's check them out. Okay, guys, so this is rather interesting. You know, there are knives that are good at one thing or the other. Occasionally you'll get a knife that's good at multiple things, you know, like outdoors, EDC, hard use, things like that. I can see so many applications for this knife. First of all, it feels fantastic in the hand. The G10, orange G10, and again, remember, if you don't like the orange, they've got the OD green, they've got the black. The deep carry pocket clip screws flush with the handle, and it's reversible. So you got left hand and right hand, tip up only. Steel liners in there to give it that sturdy feel and decent weight. Now, it has a crossbar lock, and I'm telling you, the action is phenomenal on this thing. It's crazy how good the action is. This is awesome. Now, it is on ceramic bearings, so which is kind of obvious. This is one that really is easier to tell if it's on bearings or washers for me, because usually if it's on bearings, it does have that really snappy, quick action like that. And or at least to me, that seems that way. I'm probably way off, but I'm still trying to get to learn all of that stuff. The jimping is fantastic. I love the jimping on this. Now look at that jimping. That is aggressive jimping. I wish more knives would have jimping like that. I understand why they don't, because it might go against their aesthetics or their design or whatever. But this is really good aggressive jimping. You're getting some good traction. And even the thumb barrels, you can't really call those studs. Those are barrels, and those are jimped as well. So you're getting not only a lot of real estate to get a good hold on there for a firm, snappy deployment, but also there's a lot of traction with that jimped those jimp studs. So just a fantastic knife all the way around. Now you're getting a drop point 14C blade with a great stonewash look, flat grind, this beautiful swedge. you know, again, like I said before, going to lead to better penetration if you're poking or stabbing anything. But that flat grind, as a matter of fact, let's see if it's sharp. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. This is sharp. Wow. This is like, if it wasn't for this little setup right here where you could exchange the blades out, I mean, I would see this being a $70 knife, $80 knife all day long and being well worth the price. I've got a ton of $70 and $80 knives, and this right here is right about what you expect from a $70 or $80 knife. But there's so much more to this knife. And I'm not talking about the burrito roll or anything. I'm talking about this. The fact that you get multiple knives in one. You get this beautiful drop point, 14C. You get a sheep's foot, 14C. And you get a Tonto, 14C. So I can see EDC task. I can see if you're working in a mailroom or somewhere where you're cutting down a lot of boxes or opening a lot of packages, Tonto tip. You're doing something outdoors, you're feather sticking, you're carving stuff, or just EDC, your sheep's foot. There are so many different uses. There are so many, I mean, there's so much versatility in this knife. It's awesome. Let's go with the sheep's foot, just because I'm always going to usually go towards the drop point or sheep's foot. It's great to have, and I do have a lot of Tontos, but I don't carry a lot of Tontos on a day-to-day basis. So let's change out this sheep's foot and see if that is easy to change. I will say this. I was worried that there would be play in this blade, that it would be loose, you know, it would like wiggle or anything like, because if it was, I wouldn't ever want to recommend that. It just doesn't seem like it would be safe. Absolutely zero movement in this. I mean, it is firm. It is in place. I like this. Now, if you've got one of these, or if you've ever owned one, I would love to hear from you in the comment section and let me know what you think and how it worked for you long term. I can see this thing just being great. Olitans, everything that I've seen from them so far has been really, really good. They just happen to have phenomenal prices. So any other knife at that price, you know, you consider, you know, just lower end budget, but these knives are just really, really good knives. It's crazy how much they can do for their price points. So let's see how easy this is to change though, because I'm assuming that all you need is the screwdriver. So I've got one right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was tight. Wow, that is easy. That is very easy. A little bit of oil in there. That is very easy to change. Daggone, that is remarkably easy. That's crazy how simple that is. I figured there would at least be two little, I guess there is kind of two pins. There is the pin through the thumb stud, and there's this pin right here. But let's go ahead and tighten this down. Oh yeah, that ain't moving. You've got a very, very firm, solid knife right there. Now you've got a sheep's foot blade knife. I mean, this thing is fantastic. I love this thing. This is awesome. Come on. I mean, wow, this is so razor blade sharp. This is great. Guys, this is an awesome knife. And you know, if nobody ever gets one and ever takes my word for it, okay, it is what it is. I think this thing is fantastic. I really do like this a lot. Olitans has a home run on their hands here. This thing is neat. I really like this. Is that something on the blade? Yeah. No, that's, I mean, that's just beautiful. Look at that stonewash look. I like this orange. I'm glad they sent me orange. The OD green looks good. The black looks good. I've got a lot of OD green knives and a lot of black knives. The orange works great. Go Vols, you know. I'm a UK guy all day long, but I know that there's some Vols fans in the community, and they enjoy orange. So, you know, yeah, so they'll like that orange. But yeah, feels great in the hand. The ergos are great. I like to weight. Let me see what is the overall length. 7.8 inches in overall length, 3.38 inch blade. It weighs 3.7 ounces. Again, it is on ceramic bearings. Now the hardness is coming in at 58 to 61. So probably, let's say it's 60 to 61 on the hardness scale. That's going to give you good edge retention, going to give you a really good razor blade edge. And 14C is pretty easy to sharpen and strop back to a good razor's edge. So, and 14C does take a good edge. So all in all, just a really good blade. Now they do have a satisfaction guaranteed, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. This is a knife that they are recommending that you can use for outdoors, for camping, for EDC, whatever. All in all, this is just, yeah, I'm really impressed with this. 3.7 ounces. You know, honestly, I thought it was going to be a little bit more than that, just to be perfectly honest. I did. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than that. I love that it's 14C. 60 to 61 on the Rockwell chart is going to be a good place to land at. So, guys, this thing is selling right now for $69. $69 on their website. And here's the deal. I'm going to link a code that's going to save you a little bit of money. Nobody has to get one. Don't if you don't want to. Don't try them out. I really think that this is a good knife. Of all the knives I've reviewed lately, and I've reviewed some really, really good knives lately, I really like this knife as an EDC knife because you're getting so much here. It feels so much. You would just... If it was just this right here, 70, 80 bucks, no problem for this knife. Just this right here. The fact that you get those extra blades, I mean, that really is great. And remember how easy it is to change it out. So you don't have to, I'm one of those people who don't like doing that kind of stuff, changing scales. You all know that. I've talked about it a million times. I don't do that. So for me to be able to change the blade out really quick and easy in a breeze, that's saying something. So yeah, ambidextrous, all in all, fantastic knife. Olitans, thank you for this opportunity and letting me review this and tell my friends about this because this is a great knife. You guys have really got a winner on your hands here. I love this thing. Fantastic. The GO56. Links in the description below. Remember, use the code. Save yourself some money. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate Olitans. And I wish you all sharp knives and happy lives. And I will see you in the next video. Check out the GO56. Take care, guys.